that our staff has had this multidisciplinary training in LCAP. We really look to LCAP for more than just a way to fund public education. We looked at it as a way to make it equal, to give those students who are the most needy, the most vulnerable, the extra funding for their teachers in their classrooms, so that they could get a head start in education. We looked at it as a way for us to bring parents and teachers together, those who are most intimate with the students that we work with, to actually make decisions about what's good for students. And that's exciting. So LCAP isn't just this budget procedure. It is absolutely everything that brings our work together. On the other hand, everything we believe in seems to conflict with the president's political agenda. It's only been 74 days since the inauguration. And as educators and unions, we believe that we have to do what's imperative. It is imperative to resist the negative effect of the national politics. This is a president who has nominated the most bizarre cabinet, a Secretary of Education with no education experience, a surgeon to head up housing and urban development, a global warming skeptic to head up the Environmental Protection Agency, and someone who leads our Justice Department who thinks the Voting Rights Act is intrusive. This is a president that silences scientists, obstructs the arts and humanities, defunds public television, starves senior citizens, and goes after everything from climate change to Elmo. Look, we realize that any new administration and any new president is going to come in with their own ideas and put those ideas to work, and that we don't oppose that. What we oppose is when someone does it without debate, without a hearing, without consult, without transparency, and someone who makes decisions that are not just political but are outright immoral. The budget for the Education, Department of Education was cut by $9 billion, 31% budget cut. That is a larger budget cut than we have seen in 15 years. And the budget cut is just the beginning of what we see as a school privatization agenda. It adds $1.4 million for school choice programs, with plans to make it $20 billion for privatization and voucher schools. $20 billion. And where is that going to come from? It's going to come from $1.2 billion taken from after-school programs. It slashes grant aid for low-income students who attend higher education. It takes $2.3 billion for professional development, teacher training, and class size reduction. All things that I told you previously are things that we know make for a better quality education. This is Cesar Chavez's birthday this week, and he knew the power of collective action. He said, from the depth and need of despair, people can work together. They can organize themselves to solve their own problems and fill their own needs with dignity and strength. Now, this election can either paralyze us or it could galvanize us. And as educators, we come together to do the most amazing things with so little funding. We will continue to fight for a fully funded public education. We will fight against any attempt to privatize our schools. We will maintain forever the 25 hedge fund managers on Wall Street should not make more than the annual salary of a kindergarten teacher. We believe in kids, not profit. And that's why we're going to push back against any industry in California that's backed by billionaires, including the charter schools. legislation this year calling for higher standards and more accountability for privately managed charters. We're not opposed to charters. We're not opposed to innovation. We're not opposed to brilliant ideas or community schools. We absolutely support the community school movement. What we oppose is when you try to take the funding for public education and instead of improving the schools that exist in our communities, you siphon off those funds to create your own privatized charter schools. That's what we oppose. We oppose the fact that many charter schools ignore the requirements to include all students from the community, including students with special needs. So we are co-sponsoring legislation calling for higher standards and more accountability. We have 3 bills, AB 1360 by Assemblyman Rob Bonta, AB 1478 by Assemblyman Reggie Jones Sawyer, and SB 808 by our own Tony Mendoza. And all 3 bills are important because they call for accountability, they call for transparency. You as school board members, your meetings are open. Everyone can sit in your school board meeting and watch what you do. That's not the same for the charter school industry. One of our bills is asking for open meetings for board members in private schools, in private charter schools. We are pleased that we are working on calling attention to the mistreatment and to the bullying of our students. Marty passed around a card, that little blue card that looks something like this, which I meant to bring up. Hold it up, Marty, thank you. This May 1st, CTA is calling on its members and its community members to do a couple of things. One, to honor public education. 2, to protect our most vulnerable students from the bullying and threats that they have been party to. Immigrant students, Muslim students, transgendered students. We have a toolkit called Advocating for All Students. It's a social justice toolkit. You can download any information you need about protecting our students and beautiful posters, which I wish we would have brought samples of today, that you can put all over your school. If anything this election has taught us is that we need to roll up our sleeves. We need to be creative. We need to draw upon our strength and join the resistance. As educators, we will do what we do best. Remain informed, be visible, be vocal, and be fearless in talking about what's at stake in public education. We did not become classroom teachers because we wanted to be loud and active union members. You did not become school board members because you wanted to learn what it meant to negotiate a collective bargaining agreement. And superintendents didn't become superintendents so that they could give speeches and raise funds for their districts. We all did it for the same reason, because we absolutely believe that public education is the way out of poverty and oppression. We all believe that public education creates the future for students who would not have a future without it. And we all believe and love our students and maintain that they have the right to the best quality education and that we will go down until that system is in existence. We constantly are working to improve the quality of public education. Look around this room. The people who gave up this evening, resting, watching television, spending time with their families, these are the folks in the room who are your allies in this struggle for public education, who work with you tirelessly to make sure that you have what you need in your classrooms and that you have what you need in your districts. I am union not because I wanted to become a rebel-rouser. I am union because union work makes me a better teacher. It makes me a better advocate, a better mentor, a better listener, and yes, a better leader. I understand what the world could look like because I have a vision about what public education and democracy could look like. It doesn't have to be the same vision that you have, but it is based on strong moral characters in our students, It's based on protecting them from being threatened and bullied and worried about if they get home, not finding their parents there. My belief is that this community embraces and nurtures our students, not makes them fearful about going to school.